whole molecules, these phytonutrients that we talk about that can change proactive wellness, most of the time they're not absorbed through the cell membrane. Cell membrane's like, yeah, I don't know about you, it's kind of questionable. So we need to figure out new ways to get these ingredients into the cell. And so here at 3, we are a cellular absorption company, cellular absorption technology, and we use over 11 different technologies to get molecules into the cell. We're not a liposome company, we're not a micelle company, we're not an enzyme company. We are a cellular absorption company.
Delivery.
And there's lots of different ways that you need. So like liposomes. Liposomes are great to deliver a molecule that has smaller molecular weight. But if it's a large molecule, liposomes don't work. Enzymes are good for a certain type of molecule. But for others, it doesn't work, right? So you can't, it's like football. You can't run the same play every single time and expect to have good results. You need to shake it up a little bit. And so same thing here with cellular absorption. And we have a lot of new technologies in play here when it comes to cellular absorption. There was one that I was thinking about the other day that I'm just excited. We're going to write a patent on it and get the IP process started on it real soon. But it's really cool. I wish I could tell you about it. It's so freaking cool.
Someday
someday we'll talk about it. We talked about our board. One of the questions that I get the most, and I think it was 9 times people asked me in Anaheim about our board. How much do they make? How much do we pay them? And I say 0. And they're like, okay, but really, how much do they make? They think I'm joking. No. 0. Well, but you must give them... No, 0. Why? The reason these people are on the board is they see what we're doing. They see... They're in the reactive wellness space. They know that space. And when they see what we're doing in proactive wellness and where we're heading, it excites them. It jazzes them up to the point that they are willing to help get on this cause without pay, without compensation, because these are medical professionals that just really want to change lives. They want to see people get better and to feel better and to do better. And so they're on board with us. And it's so exciting. And with these individuals up here, there are hundreds of others that have joined our company that are like-minded as well. I wish we could have a board of 100 people, because we really could fill that board with really high-quality people. I talk with people every week, medical doctors, and I look at their CVs and what they've done, and they're just all so qualified, so capable. And I haven't seen another network marketing company that has the number of medical professionals as we have. And you know what that tells me? That tells me scientifically we're on the right track. That tells me that they see what we're doing with proactive wellness. In chemistry and science, like associates with like. You have molecules of similar properties, similar characteristics that bind to each other. Same thing here. We're bringing like-minded individuals. Brand ambassadors, business people, but scientists as well, because of what we're doing. Okay, should we talk about our products a little bit? Because, you don't need to be an expert on the products. But we want to know enough to be dangerous, right? To help people to understand really the power that's there so that we can then send them to another resource and away they go. All right, have you seen this slide before? Yeah. Probably have. But I want us to think about these products in a different light, right? In this analogy, the body's like a sports car. It was meant to go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Lifestyle factors can cause it to break down. Life beats down upon us. Like the rain that constantly hits your roof. And over time, there's roof rot and things that happen, right? There's erosion. In chemistry, we call it entropy, where a system moves from a state of order to disorder. That's the law of the universe. Everything goes from pristine and beautiful, and it goes to pot over time. It just happens. And the same thing is true with the body. If you don't think proactive, then the body's going to go to pot. It just happens. In chemistry, though, as entropy is going down, if you put energy into the system, If you do something proactively, you could bring it back to that pristine condition. And so Vitalite is the epitome of a think proactive product. When we take it every single day, we give the body what it needs to shine. We give it what it needs to thrive. Because the body needs these nutrients. It needs it every nanosecond. And it needs it now. And if it's not there now, then dysfunction occurs. And it might not be present immediately at the time. You know, when a nanosecond goes by and it doesn't have that ingredient, that nutrient that it needs, it's not like you fall over dead or anything like that. But dysfunction happens. And dysfunction's built over time, over time, over time, over time. Compound interest in the negative aspect, health-wise, can cause problems. And so that's why we have this product. It's a foundational health product. It's easy to take. It's powerful. It has different delivery systems. These are some of the key ingredients. You know these. But basically what we did when we designed this product is we thought, well, what does the body need every second for proper function that it's not getting? And that's what's included in this product. So literally, every single molecule that the body needs for proper function is here. That's a powerful statement. I don't know about you, but man, scientifically, really, it's that simple. Every molecule the body needs for proper function is in this product.
Awesome.
Yeah. Food.
Woo! There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thanks, Samson, for seating the crowd. We have curated blends. We have these amazing molecules. So that molecule on the top right, that's called astroglycoside 4. Isn't that a beautiful molecule?
Wow.
Man, isn't that good looking? Does that make it just heart sing? I know Daniel does, you know. I just, I have flashcards with molecules. And I just kind of, some young people have Snapchat. They can flip through people. Oh, I like that person, don't like. I have molecules. Ooh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Woo, yeah. But really, these phytonutrients, we laugh about it, but that molecule is a proactive health powerhouse. This baby here, man, this hums. When you put it in the body, it turns on thousands of processes in the body. And I'm not kidding, thousands of processes in the body turn on when it gets that molecule. And we have in Vitalite hundreds of these.
Wow.
Hundreds of these molecules. So it's beyond vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C. Those are good, and those are needed. But man, when you put in babies like this, that's really when proactive wellness starts to hum. That's really why, as Renee mentioned, people start to feel natural energy and things like that. Because now we're turning on these systems in the body. And then we have our cellular absorption technologies. And in every product, we have anywhere from 3 to 4, even more, cellular absorption technologies. Different ones. Why? Because we need to use different technologies for different molecules. There's not one size fits all for people when it comes to clothing, and there's not one size fits all for molecules when it comes to getting them through the cell membrane and into the cell. Okay. The skin is the largest organ of the body. It's vital for proper health. It's not just something to be beautiful and to be looked upon and to feel good, but that is important. We can go through really cool clinical studies talking about neuropsychology and how looking good and feeling good actually changes reactions in the body. So it is very important that our skin looks good and we feel comfortable in our own skin. But the skin is much more than that. It's the organ that holds everything together.
That's right.
It's the organ that actually sends signals to other people. On top of the skin, you have a mat of bacteria that give off molecules that are vital for proper health. And so we need to take care of the skin. What's the largest protein, the most abundant protein in the skin? It's called? Collagen. Yes. Collagen is so vital for human health. It's the most abundant protein in the body. And cells, skin cells, when they're young, produce collagen by the bucket load, like a big automobile factory, an assembly line pushing cars out. That's what skin cells should do. And they do that when they're young. Starting about 24, 25, 26, that process starts to slow down. Those factories start to close up. Workers start to walk out on strike. I don't want to give you that look right here. I didn't mean to say that. But you know, things happen, and so these factories shut down. And the amount of collagen that the body produces is reduced significantly to the point that the skin suffers. And what are signs of suffering skin?
Wrinkles.
Wrinkles, exactly. Hyperpigmentation, lack of elasticity, a bunch of other things, crow's feet. These are manifestations, good, yeah, dehydrated skin, scaly, dull, not luminous skin. These are signs that collagen production in the body is not at its optimal point. The skin is in a collagen deficit. And that's a big deal because we need the skin to be healthy for overall health. So we thought to ourselves, collagen's hot. We knew that. Everybody knows that. But something different. All the collagen products right now, number one, they're not very absorbable, as was mentioned. Number two, though, you're basically forcing collagen on the body. And so it uses that, but it's not really tapping into its own ability to make collagen again. You know, it's like that parable that we're giving the body a fish, right? We're not teaching the body how to catch fish. And so the idea was, could we make a product that actually turned on the genes, the epigenetics of the skin that are not regulated, that are out of whack? Can we turn those genes on again in proper function? And the answer is yes, this product right here. Some lucky person has that product that was sitting here on the table. This product right here, collagen, that's what it does. It's a beauty from within product. It teaches the body how to make collagen again. So now the factories in the body are like this. They're pristine, they're beautiful. Collagen is humming. It's just flying out of the warehouses and skin cells. So that now the body can function again. It supports, obviously, skin health, hydration, moisturization, elasticity, hyperpigmentation, skin firmness and tightness. Also helps with joint health and supporting a healthy inflammatory status in the body. Huge benefit of this product. Key ingredients, we have collagen, but it's been hydrolyzed and micronized, meaning we take this big collagen molecule. Collagen's a huge molecule. You know, it's like driving an 18-wheeler and trying to get it into a house by driving it through a window. Really, that's a very accurate, actually, analogy of trying to get collagen into the cell. It's just so big. And it doesn't work. And so we need to break it down into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces. And this hydrolyzation, micronization strategy, say that 10 times fast, those two. It breaks them down into small enough pieces that they can now go through the cell. And we have another complementary technology called polyphenol complexation that binds those small collagen di and tripeptides with polyphenols, and it forms this amazing delivery capsule that just, it slides right into the cell. It's beautiful. It's perfect. You know, it's like, and the cell membrane loves it. It recognizes it. You know, like when you're standing in the airport line, it's just so frustrating, you know, and you're waiting there for people to do the hands up, you know, and you're like, oh man. But then, you know, we've all had that, hopefully. Everybody's frustrated, and so the guy like opens up the side thing, you know, and you walk through the metal detector, and like 30 people walk through, so it's like, come on. Has that happened to you?
Yeah.
That's happened to me, and it's a glorious day, right?
Yeah.
Basically, when we have cellular absorption technology, it's like that. The guy's like, just come on. Getting through. Where the other ones, they don't get through. And our curated phytonutrient combinations, again, we can geek out about this, but it's combining certain molecules. For us, it's not, you know, a lot of companies will talk about, I don't know, ashwagandha, right? Well, but ashwagandha is a plant. It's an herb. And in ashwagandha, there's hundreds of other molecules. So for us, it's not about ashwagandha. It's about the medicinal molecules in ashwagandha. My favorite's with anthalide A. What's your favorite natural molecule in ashwagandha?
Whatever you say.
Lance likes with anthalide A too, you know.
Zinc.
I thought he was going to say with metabolite F, and then we'd have an argument about that, you know. But I'm glad he's on the same page. You know, so it's these molecules, these really small phytonutrients that make all the difference. These are the delivery systems: hydrolyzation, micronization, and the polyphenol complexation. So really, when you think about it, how many products do we have here at 3?
6.
One. We have one.
Yeah.
One. We have one product. We have 6 delivery forms,
Okay.
but we have one product. When we set out to make our products, we wanted, well, what's one product? The one product that people need for proactive wellness. Because again, we're thinking proactive, right? What's one product that everybody needs? Well, you need a solid foundation. You need all these things, but trying to put that all in a box by itself is hard. So we had to use 6 boxes and bottles. But really, it's one system for proactive wellness. So let's talk about Eternal. The importance of protecting the body. Antioxidant protection is hugely important. It's like a roof that protects the home and everything inside the home. And when the winds howl and the rain comes down, that home is protected because of that roof. Same thing with the body. We need to protect the outer body, the skin, but also the antioxidant systems of the body. There's the antioxidant system that's trained to seek and destroy free radicals, to neutralize them so that the body can be healthy. And so really what we wanted to do, that antioxidant system, the genes in the system can be thrown out of balance, out of whack. And so we wanted to use epigenetics and different technologies to bring things back into balance, and that's where Eternal comes into play. Who likes Eternal? Yeah. All right. Fantastic product. It's so easy to take. Who likes the taste? Yeah. Awesome. You know, I wish that I could bring you into the lab one of these times when we're ready to flavor a product. And we have the unflavored product. So we have all the things that are in there before we flavor it.
Yeah, it's hard to swallow.
You know what it tastes like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It varies between, some of them are like eating contaminated dirt, you know, versus, I don't know, like sucking on a rusty can or whatnot. You know, these phytonutrients are really powerful and they're really bitter. And so trying to mask it, to get it to taste good, is a task. It's a feat. It's not simple. So people are like, well, why can't you just do this or this as flavor? It's like, well, you know, you don't really understand. And different flavor systems that we use those flavor systems because that's really one of the only paths that we can move forward on to get it to taste good. So that's why some are citrusy, some are fruity, some are lemon limey. You know, when you're flavoring, and that's why, to get something to taste good. Key ingredients, you can see this here, 200 milligrams of resveratrol, glutathione, marine collagen, our superfoods, and our CoQ10. Now, there aren't really any other products that contain all these together in this combination, in this ratio. 200 milligrams of resveratrol, third-party tested. You can find that in in the back office. The combinations here, so yeah, we have molecules like delphinidin and lactic acid, molecules that are amazing at turning on the antioxidant genes in the body that have become misregulated. Okay, so we want to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. That's really important, right? Because inflammation is the root cause of all issues in the body, that entropy process that we talked about, the body being great and things good to going to pot. Well, the inflammatory cycle is what causes that. Runaway inflammatory cycle is what causes that. Okay, and so really if we want to be healthy, we need to support a healthy inflammatory system in the body. And there's lots of different processes that can cause this inflammatory system in the body to run away, to get out of control. So we need to control that process. And that's where Revive comes in. Revive was designed to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body. And when you do that, it helps support healthy joints, muscle stiffness, soreness, inflammatory status, exercise recovery, and counteract free radicals. One thing I love about our products is that you can feel a difference right away. If you notice that, raise your hand if you've noticed that when you take our products, you can feel a difference right away. And that needs to happen. In my opinion, if you're making a product and you can't feel a difference right away, you might as well just not. You might as well just throw it out. Because really, trying to take something on blind faith is not proactive. We're talking about thinking proactive, right? When you think proactive, you're going to have something that works, something that's powerful. Something that helps right away in that process of being well. So all of our products provide demonstrable results in a short period of time. And I love Revive because one capsule, one soft gel, a couple soft gels, taking it once can make a huge difference. Very demonstrable, very effective. As you meet with someone, you could even, part with 2 of yours, slide it across the table and have them try it. Give it 30 minutes. The key ingredients here, you can see these. We love mushrooms. Who loves mushrooms? Oh man, mushrooms. Talk about phytonutrients. This place I'm going is a haven for mushrooms. I'm so excited about the different mushrooms. I have a list of 15 suspects that I'm going to be looking for. So it's like, I see you, mushroom. Let's go. Let's check it out. Get down there, get underneath, pull out some of the gills a little bit, identify it. Take out some of the gills and put it in a bag to analyze, and take the other part of the mushroom, separate it out, because different parts of plants and mushrooms have different molecules, right? So isn't it cool? We can analyze, take it back to our lab and analyze what's in each of those.
I'm taking your word for it.
Isn't that fun? Yeah, you should, because it's really fun. And it's discovery, it's a quest. And trying to identify what molecules are, it's hard, it's difficult. Molecules aren't just like, like the chemical structure, like this. That doesn't just fall in your lap, right? When you say, what molecule are you? It doesn't start drawing that, right? You got to figure that out, and that's hard. And that's fun. But again, that's power. When we figure out this new molecule, who you are, what you do, it's kind of like, what is your purpose here, You got to figure out what it is. What does it do? So these natural molecules, we run them through assays. So we take these molecules and we run them through like a heart health assay or a brain health assay. And we see where it pings and whatnot. And what's fun is you could take this whole mushroom and you could throw it through like a brain health assay. And it's off the charts for brain health. Isn't that cool? So we know this mushroom can help with brain health. But what's the actual molecule in it? So it's so fun. It's just the thrill. The thrill of discovery. You feel like a bounty hunter. You go in and like, who are you, I was never a tough guy. I was always kind of the nerd, So for me to talk to inanimate mushrooms, tell me who you are, it's kind of fun. Whatever works. The little thrills we get, right? You guys are like, you are silly. Anyways, 4 different cellular absorption technologies used in Revive. Why? Because we have 4 different classes of molecules that are kind of stubborn. So we have to use 4 different technologies to get all of the hundreds and hundreds of molecules in Revive to get into the cell. Okay, clean kitchen, beautiful, you can do a lot of things. Who here likes to cook? Oh, I love to cook. Cooking's fun, I do most of the cooking in my home. Never trust a chemist that can't cook.
Yeah.
You need a chemist, say, can you cook? And if they say no, you need to run because, they might not know what they're doing. Anyways, so beautiful kitchen, dirty kitchen, right? For the body, for all these reactions that are happening. And, we talk about these near misses. It's really a delicate balance of all these reactions going on. And so if things are gummed up in the body, it's a lot more difficult for those things to happen. So we need a beautiful, clean kitchen. We need the body to be beautiful, pristine, pure from toxins, from heavy metals, from pesticide residues, so that the body can function as it was intended, so that the body can think proactive. And what product do we have that helps it do that?
Purify.
Ta-da! Purify. Yeah? Now, the thing about Purify is it is a gentle detoxification product. I do not like the laxative cleanse products that are on the market. I'll tell you right now, if you're taking one of those that has senna or buckthorn or something like that, I would not. Because, it causes this strong laxative effect. And a lot of companies are like, aha, you see it's working. You have to stay on the toilet all day long. No, you're actually flushing out the microbiome, the second brain. It's going into the toilet, and that's not good. We need to retain it, and we need to modify it and tweak it and move it along and gently massage it. And that's what Purify does. It eliminates the heavy metals, the pesticide residues, and all these things so that the body can now function as it should. The body's a proactive wellness machine. If you put it in the right environment by giving it the right proactive tools, then it'll do the rest. And it's a beautiful thing. We've all felt when our body's humming, when we feel it optimized because of diet and exercise and science-based supplementation. Isn't it a beautiful thing to feel your body move and flow and groove? It's just awesome. So we have different ingredients here that do that help to support health of the 5 different elimination organs in the body. And that's powerful. Detoxification is a real thing. It's a needed thing. If it's done the right way, with the right ingredients, and with the right scientific approach. And Purify has all of these. It's a great product. Is Purify anybody's favorite product here?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. It's interesting. So many people coming up to me saying that out of all of our 6 delivery forms, we have 1 product, 6 delivery forms. Yeah. Purify is one of their favorite. And really it's great. You can feel the benefit. You can see it working. You can feel the body becoming more proactive in the system becoming more balanced, harmonized. Look at these molecules here. Isn't this a beautiful one? Cellular. Cellular's a classic. It's like that oldie but goodie. It's like that football play that always works, or that song that you play that always just, makes you feel good. That's Cellular. It's a great molecule. Beautiful and needed for proactive wellness. Chlorophyllin is another great one. Chlorophyllin is why the capsule's green. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Why Purify is green is because of chlorophyllin, which is a derivative of chlorophyll. Chlorophyllin is very good at binding to toxins in the body and shuttling them out. It's a seek and destroy molecule for toxins. It's really good. It's like that trained bird dog or bloodhound, that you can put them on the scent and it'll just go get whatever it's sent to find. Chlorophyllin is that way as well. You put it in the body and boom, it's going to go. It's going to run through your blood. It's going to run through the systems. It slides through the cell membrane. It kind of does the shimmy because of its chemical structure. It can shimmy right through. When you have the crowd and you have to kind of do side shimmy, chlorophyllin does that. Shimmies right into the cells. Grabs those heavy metals, boom, pulls them out. Doesn't question it at all. Just say, you're going with me. Don't even talk, let's go. It's a really good molecule, and that's why it's green. It's powerful. Folic acid, another good one.
Stay on the right lane with Moto Takaful. MotoTakaful.com.
A lot of people are talking about folic acid and folic acid drops and whatnot. Folic acid is good if it's bioavailable. And in most of the supplements, folic acid is not bioavailable. And so the last product we're talking about, immune health. Immune health, obviously, we don't need to talk about everything, how important it is. We know the importance of immune health. These last 5 years or so haven't taught us the importance of having and maintaining a strong immune system. We've been through a master class here the past 5 years on immune health. But what we haven't been taught is how to maintain immune health. There's different, so immune's a product, obviously, that we're talking about, but there's different immune systems. The immune system is broken up into 2 major components. The innate immune system, which is the immune system that we're born with, kind of the cards that we're dealt, And then there's the adaptive immune system, that part of the immune system that has been trained to seek out and destroy different enemies. And if you really want to maintain health, if you want to think proactive, you need to encourage strength of both of these. And most immune health supplements only do the adaptive. Okay, but what if there's a threat to the body and the body hasn't been taught to identify it? Then you're sunk. In Chinese we say, "wan dama." Right? "Wan dama." Yeah, you're "wan dama." You're done. You're done for. So really, if you want immune health, you need to do everything. You need both. But you also need the gut microbiome. So 80% of the immune system is in the gut. Did you know that?
Yep.
80% of the immune system. So back to cleansing, what if you're taking one of these laxative cleanse products? It's like, oh, there's your immune system. Right? 80% of the immune system is in the gut microbiome. How many cells are in the body? Yeah. 1 to 5 trillion. We're still trying to figure that out. We'll just say 1 trillion. That's kind of what we say. 1 trillion cells in the body. How many bacterial cells are in the body?
More than that.
15 trillion.
Wow.
For every 1 human cell, we have 10 to 15 bacterial cells. That's a big deal. How many genes in the human body? We know this. You know this. Come on. 20,000, yes. 20,000 genes in the body. How many genes in the microbiome? 300,000.
Whoa.
So that's why the microbiome is called the second brain. It's freaking cool. It's brand new science. You know, in the 80s it was interesting. We're like, bacteria bad, right? We have to, antibacterial, this or that. Bacteria. We have good bacteria living in us. We didn't know that really 30 years ago. Now we do. It's so important to maintain health of the good bacteria. And to eliminate bad bacteria. Bad bacteria are still bad, right? But we need to do it in a proper way. Most of the things that we do today when it comes to bacterial approaches kill both the good and the bad. It's indiscriminate killing.
Yeah.
And that's not good. We want to be selective. And so we have a brand new technology that's not used anywhere else called quorum sensing inhibition. And this is how we can selectively kill bad bacteria. So one thing that's cool is bad bacteria and good bacteria speak to each other. Bad with bad, good with good, but different languages. They use slightly different languages. The languages are molecules. We draw the structures and geek out about them, but we don't quite have time. So, anyways, they talk to each other using different molecules. And one thing that we could do, we thought to ourselves, well, what if we can actually, as bad bacteria is sending over a molecule that another bad bacteria is being picked up, what if we can intercept that molecule and take it out of the equation? Grab it, pull it away. If we did that, what would happen?
They could replicate.
Yeah. The bacteria would not receive the messages. So bad bacteria, they're like groupies. They like to talk to each other. And people get together and they start talking and gossiping. Then they get all crazy and then just chaos. And then they do dumb things, right? It just kind of goes on this progression. That's bad bacteria. One bad bacteria by itself. You could tell I have teenage daughters, and there's like 30 people in my home, and it's like, you did what? So one bad bacteria talking with itself, I don't know, does it talk with itself? I don't know. But one bad bacteria is not able to is not able to harm the body. But when it starts talking, when it gangs up on, when they gang up and they make a plan to do something naughty, that's when bad things happen. And that's called quorum sensing. And what's really cool is it's actually genes that are turned on. These chemical switches are dormant in one single bacteria. They're dormant. But when they get together, these genes turn on. So it's kind of like supercharge or level up, or I'm not a gamer, but game up or something, Anyways, we have this blend of molecules, this quorum sensing support blend, quercetin, reishi mushroom, all those. Those actually inhibit the ability of bad bacteria to talk. So they're siloed, and they die. Now, in the gut, It's a surface war. There's only a finite amount of surface area in your intestines. And good and bad bacteria are wrestling. The levels are fighting like this. So if bad bacteria goes down, that gives the opportunity then for good bacteria to immediately fill that space. And it does. So if we kill bad bacteria, good bacteria increase. And so what are we doing to our immune system? We're improving it. What are we doing to gut health in general? We're improving it. What are we doing to the gut microbiome? We're improving it. We're making it more beneficial, more balanced. And so Immune is an amazing immune health product, but it's so much more than that. It's also a fantastic gut health product. Powerful. Curated blend, the different cellular absorption technologies. And a lot of people ask me, sorry, I'm going through that a little fast. A lot of people ask me, well, what about this certification? You know, do we have Bob's Toy Barn Random Obscure Product Certification? Or do we have this or that product certification? And there's a lot of product certifications out there. A lot of certifying bodies. Are they connected with the government? Yeah. No. No, they're not, most of them. Why do they exist? Money. Make some money, yeah. You make some money. If we can show that our certification has some sort of a value, then we're going to make some money. One of the best certifications that outside of, that most people in the supplement industry don't talk about is the prescriber's digital reference, or the PDR, having products in the PDR. Why? Why do most companies don't talk about it?
Because they're not in it.
You can't buy your way in. The formula is what it is. Either it's really good and it's powerful and it's medically validated and you have clinical studies and things behind it. And if that's the case, then you have a chance of getting in, or it's not. And so back to curation. If I'm using a formula that I grab from my manufacturer and they make it for me and they pixie dust in my magic ingredient because I'm the magic ingredient X company, do I have a chance of getting into the PDR? No, not at all. So most companies don't talk about the PDR because they can't get into the PDR. So there's no point talking about it. We need to talk about it because that's what makes us different. That's what makes us powerful. Powerful. So when you talk to people, lead with the PDR. Tell them. Have that be one of the first things. Send them the link with 3 products already typed into the hyperlink. So when they click on that link, boom, they see our 6 products. Powerful. All right. Are our products bioavailable? Absolutely they are. Renee did a great job talking about that. Most companies, they don't have bioavailability data. They say our products are bioavailable. Okay.
Prove it.
Well, then what's the next question?
Prove it.
Yeah, show me the data. And we can say it in a nice way.
Okay.
I'd love to see the data. Yeah, send it to me. And companies don't have it. So if you don't have the data, then everything you're saying is an assumption. And here at 3, when it comes to science, science is not assumptive. That's what I love science. I'm just a black or white type of guy. It's either this or it's that, right? And the great thing about science is we can determine truth. We run an experiment. We run an experiment to determine truth. And this is truth. This is cellular absorption data in what's called a KCO2 assay, which is the assay that we use in the industry to determine bioavailability. And that's there for you. You can share it with anybody. It was done by a third-party lab. We didn't do it ourselves because we want to show that there's no inherent bias there. Here's the product. You run the study. We don't have anything to do with it. They say, hey, do you want to look at the data? I say, no. They're like, why? Work it up. Run it through the whole thing, work it up, and then let's look at it. And sometimes when you pay for a clinical study and you pay a lot of money, it doesn't work. And the results aren't great. Well, that's science, and sometimes it is. All right, I'm going to leave you with this.
Every second, your genes are on the brink of chaos. More than 20,000 genes in your body are acting as switches, turning on and off constantly, each and every day using epigenetics, which tells things when to move, where to go, and what to make. They are designed to run perfectly, but factors such as pollutants, stress, processed foods, poor sleep habits, and lack of exercise have allowed your body's epigenetics to stop functioning optimally, causing you discomfort, lack of drive, and other more detrimental consequences. One way to help this is by being proactive and taking charge of your genes to promote and maintain the epigenetics within your own body. At 3, we have designed and demonstrated that our products can do
Tambah jenestem, tambah jenestem. Lengkapkan minumanmu.
just that.
Awesome. We need that video.
So this is an exciting time. We've shown that one of the mechanisms of action of how our products work is they help to maintain healthy epigenetics in the body. And again, I don't know of another company that's shown that. So this is really powerful. Now, we need to be really careful about claims that we make, about what it does and what it doesn't do. Epigenetics is great. There's a lot of things that it does in supporting health. And in the clinical study that we have in the back office, you can see that. And there's a lot of things that epigenetics does not do, and they're claims that we absolutely should not make. But what's exciting when we think proactive is that one of the ways in which these products help the body to be proactive is supporting healthy epigenetic expression in the body. And I don't know about you, but that's exciting. That's thrilling. That's something to tell people that I think a lot of people will be interested in, about actually how our products work. So again, this is show me, right? How are our products working? We're always thinking of new things to figure out how our products are working, how can they be better, how can we do clinical studies and provide more information to our amazing brand ambassadors to help them in their quest as we link arms together in proactive wellness. So I'm so grateful that I've been able to be with you. I hope that you've taken away what I said at the beginning, to learn a little bit more about really how our products are different from other products out there, and how they can help you, your loved ones, your family, and everybody that you meet, like we talked about. As we walk out here, everybody in the hall next door and down the street, everybody desperately needs what we have.